for early on XP. They're going to be out for an additional 30 seconds. That could be devastating early. It could put you on serious tilt, and you can have a slow time recuperating back into the fray. So we'll see, though. Game underway. Got to have a starting off pause, though, of course, because
why not?
these two teams, just because it's Dota, we got to have it out there. And mind you that this 2-game series, we are going to lead off our first game on the East server, and that means the next game we're going to be on Luxembourg. So of course, there's always going to be a little bit of connection problems, little finicky issues here and there from both teams, making sure they have the right set of ping and they're ready to go. Also worthy to note that the Power Rangers are rolling with a stand-in, believe. We're going to have no. I thought it was no Cheshire Cat, but I could have sworn I saw him in the lobby, but he's gone right now, and it looks like Mag is going to be standing in. Mr. Centaur, from Star Ladder. He hasn't been on a team since Empire, but he showed a lot of promise there at Star Ladder.
Yeah, he played well. I mean, did he really play Centaur the whole time?
No, I mean, even when I watched him, I didn't see him play Centaur, but everyone's like, oh, Centaur, man, he's Centaur. He must have played Centaur every other game from what I saw.
Yeah.
So
every game I saw, you played Centaur, so I must have missed the only ones he didn't. But
well, it is what it is.
It is a good hero, so I don't blame Cloud9.
Certainly not. They try to synergize it together, I believe, with the Clinks, I would imagine. Eternal Envy loves that freaking hero. Ditya's not one to kind of bring in the blinks as a build, but we'll have to see here, man, as it is going to get the game underway here. Just the first game of the day. Apologies on starting a little bit tardy, but regardless, we are ready to party. You like how I flipped that one? I know you like to cast with AC a lot, and I had to do that little one for you. Anyways, we'll get things underway. I'll go ahead and start off your introductions here on your Radiant side. It's the Power Rangers. They're currently sporting a 1-4 record, but just recently qualified into the Summit 2 playoffs. So they're looking pretty nice here with their recent additions. Cheshire Cat is in the top lane indeed. He's playing Legion Commander, who's actually for now just side by side with Wisp, played by Sonico. That leaves mid lane to be Mr. Ditya Rao. Not only the up-and-comer, the new kid, the prodigy, the all-star. He's going to be playing your Clinks. On the bottom, we got Mag, who's actually playing your Tidehunter, and that, of course, is going to leave Mr. Ogre McGee, played by J4. Trout, if you don't mind, we want to introduce the boys in blue.
The boys in blue. Well, in the pink slot here is PPD playing the Earthshaker. We got Fear handling the Necrophos. Nice. Yes. And Zai playing what's presumably a jungle Crystal Maiden. Arteezy on the Razor, no surprise there. And then finally Universe playing his tried and true Nature's Prophet.
Nature's Prophet, Universe, man. It's like peanut butter and jelly. So
that's exactly what it is.
With the crust cut off as he heads to the bottom, and he's going to get those trees out, and they're going to become a true nuisance to prevent these supports from getting any sort of early creep equilibrium underway. He's going to need to take advantage of that lane quickly, but being a Nature's Prophet, he is zoned out a little too heavy. He can always, well, I was going to say he can always fall back on the jungle, but after your introduction, yeah, it's apparent. Zai playing Crystal Maiden. He's going to want a bit of jungle for himself, just getting a side farm here, side farm there. He's got a smoke in his pocket all ready to blaze up, and I imagine he'll probably look to venture elsewhere, maybe add a little attention specifically on this mid lane Clinks.
If you watch Universe, he's one of the best. I always watch him at the start of a game on his off lane. He blocks probably better than most players in the entire West. Probably the best blocker. The only blockers I think do a little bit better than him are some of the Chinese players. They're I remember, who was the guy that played for Vici before he left? The very loud guy. Do you remember, what was his name?
ROTK?
Yeah, he was really good at blocking too.
Yeah.
And Bone 7's actually another one. But yeah, Universe, he never fails to block. I always see it close to his tower. It's also dire, so it is a bit easier, but just one interesting fact about him. And then if he does... Oh, sorry.
Regular Dota Mutumbos, I like to say. That's a sports ball reference.
Mutumbos? What's that?
Mutombo. He's a pro basketball player. He was like one of the best blockers in the game anyway, so that's where that works out. That's sports ball for you. Just kidding.
Got it. And then he's screwing with Ogre right here. He's going to mess up his chain pull.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
it's like,
boy.
Oh, nice creeps you got there. I'm just going to take him back to my tower where I'll find the farm, and you can't do anything about it. Thank you.
That's
Thank you very
so big,
much.
actually. That's really big.
Well, he's going to have a nice early start here. Looking at the retrospective, it is indeed Legion Commander and Wisp rolling as a pair on their own right, going against Fear's Necrophos, but nearby you have PPD as well on the Earthshaker. One of the best at kind of combo breaking any sort of initiation, so you can also consider him as one of the best babysitters in the game. So he's going to be right there by Fear's side, making sure nothing goes wrong. So Nico on the low ground just trying to soak up what XP he can possible. He doesn't have a bottle yet. He didn't go immediate like Carl that you see on some other ways. He really take advantage of it, but Zai, man, beats him to the punch. He's like, don't even come to this top rune. You're going to get frozen, and I'm going to smack you down. But he leaves an opening for Wisp to take that invis. You can't really tell by the graphic, but he's gone.
That was kind of weird by Zai. He wanted to be more aggressive. He thought that
Mid
he was
lane,
going to scare IO away.
pretty low on life right here, but is going to creep back. And he doesn't know, but Wisp lingering in Viz nearby. He's also very low. They might look for a bait here, and they will. They'll go right on Arteezy, and they get the first blood. Just as easy as that. It's Ditya gets blasted too. Uh-oh.
Triple kill Universe?
Oh, can he do it? No, he gets smacked. He might actually go down. He will. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. That is a Universe going into the mid lane, and it going to shit real quick.
Oh, no. They lost. That is pretty
All right,
bad.
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, pack it in, boys. Go for game 2.
No, that's pretty devastating to not only lose your mid laner in a fashion like that, but then Universe, who already had a very strong start at the beginning, goes for a TP and thinking there was going to be an easy cleanup, but it's not. But look at this, top lane though, Cheshire Cat quickly purges off that freeze, but can he get away from this? Pull out their juke shoes if you can, my man. Going up the high ground, heals up, uses the wand, lingering auto attack, does catch. Oh my god, please take me. Nice deny right there. Cheshire Cat able to get away from that bit of aggression and denies himself. So there may be one kill here for EG, but they haven't got any sort of blood on their hands whatsoever.
It's actually really good they denied himself too. It's a free TP back home. Like he would have liked to do that anyway, so it just worked out nicely.
And he had no gold to spend, so it's fabulous stuff coming out. Cheshire Cat returns back to the lane, and they look to be making the rest of the end. Why the hell did you get away from this? Zap out a few auto attacks and put Cheshire Cat in his place. So, I mean, what's the objective here at this point? We got Ditya here, farming in the mid lane. He went with the early bottle. I imagine he's going to be here for quite a while. He's got to get some levels, and if he wants to start ganking, it might be quite a bit. I mean, do you imagine that this Clinks is going to get a lot done outside of, well, scouting out for this room top lane?
I think so. It's interesting that he went 2 for Skeleton Walk and not maxing his Searing Arrows, but he's actually getting kind of owned this lane. I thought he would do a bit better. He bought the boots early. He's going to put a... That was weird. He just came out of Ghost Walk, or whatever it's called.
Oh, they're taking care of Universe at the same time, bottom line. They just kind of moved on in. He got a self-sprout, and unfortunately they just saw him right through the trees. They took him down with the nighttime of the stun. Now Ditya mid lane's under pressure, and it looks like EG will finally be able to pick up the first legitimate kill there. And nice little nuke coming out from Arteezy. They take care of Ditya. Probably the best pickoff they can ask for in the mid lane.
That was really weird. He popped out of his invis to do like 2 auto attacks to Arteezy. I guess he wasn't expecting a Crystal Maiden with Dust, but nice rotation from Zai. He's almost level 4 after he gets this next jungle shoot. TPF top actually.
Yeah, they tried to go in here on Fear, but of course that combo breaking ability, like I said. Ooh, PPD tried to time out the tether and get him with the Enchant Totem, but not going to get it right there. So nice counter aggression. Universe does come to the top lane, unfortunately, so they do commit a little bit for this attempt that actually didn't happen, so Universe is going to have to wait it out and then finally TP back to the bottom lane. So he's slowly falling behind from where he once started, but he's looking to try to get back in the mix here.
If he gets caught in a stun, if Mag is close by, he's dead. So he has to be really careful.
Yeah, so he's got to step back. Mag now has his Ravage ready to go. I mean, and he's probably got a nifty trigger finger here, so if they have the opportunity to open up on Universe, they will. Top lane, they push his past the tower. Fear, there's that fissure. Can they get him? Right here, nice rotation comes in from Arteezy, cleans it up with the nuke. Now turns his attention towards Cheshire. At least wants to get one kill on the way out, but he can't get it. Oh, nice double grab right there for EG. Overzealous play coming out from LC and Wisp. Also, they do manage to get a hold of Universe on that bottom lane as we expected. Ravage actually wasn't even used for that, but they take down Universe.
That's pretty big that they actually didn't have to use the Ravage too. So they can kill him again if he comes back. He probably because if he comes down there, even if those 2 are showing in lane, if someone comes around him, like if Ogre just tries to go around him, he's completely dead. If Clinks comes around him, he's completely dead, which he very well could do. Nice rotation from Arteezy though top. I think in this patch especially, it's good to see even your cores get very, very active early on. I know Arteezy loves to farm, but I don't think that's the way to do it now. Unless you're playing a hero that's more farm centric like Naga or something like that. Yeah. But even then, just getting active early on is so beneficial.
It's good to hear that from a player's perspective, because obviously as a caster and as a spectator's perspective, we want to see more action. We want to see more of the team fights, the movement, you know, the backup being there, and it clearly can pay off. So,
I mean, sometimes if you're playing like I said, Naga or TB or even PA, like your role is to farm up core items before you even do anything. But on a hero like Razor, you want to be more active. So
yeah, and. You can almost say the opposite, though. I mean, for Clinks is still trying to find his way. 7, he did get picked off earlier. They now have placed a sentry in this mid lane, so it's not going to be as easy for him to get a sneaky play to try to get out or try to get Crafty moving elsewhere. So top lane though, Universe, like you said, did opt to go into the jungle, so he's going to find some stable farm there. That of course does leave Mag getting a lot out of this bottom lane. I mean, he's blitzing towards that Blink Dagger, and then he'll adventure out on making a big play happen elsewhere, and that could very well be on this top lane if they don't find the pickoff they want on Fear, because Fear's right up there as well. I mean, he's not the highest as far as CF, but a Necrovos, man, he can creep on you. He'll creep on you, and he'll bring in some huge, huge items. Next thing you know, you're crumbling before.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think that PR should feel too hasty to do something. I think just sit back, wait until you get your blink on Tide. Maybe rotate Wisp bottom just so you can get 6. I think right now they're in the mindset where they have to force something to do something, but I don't think they necessarily have to right now. I think they're in a fine spot.
They're trying to see if anyone was going to jump on the 8-minute room top, but no one's going to bite. Instead, it's going to leave that magic little DD room right there for LC. She'll return back to top lane. She does have her level 6. She does have her duel ready to go. We'll see if she wants to put to use here. I mean, they're essentially looking into it. They have no DD now, though, so they're going to play a little more cautious, I'd imagine, in this top lane.
If Universe still farming in the jungle, he's got treads now. And then Arteezy actually rotated to bottom, so he didn't want to have any more damage on this tower. So, interesting rotation. Nobody's gone mid yet, so that means Ditya gets more free farm. He actually is just straight up getting owned in mid. Oh, there's a block actually up top.
It was interesting to see him actually go mid as well. Normally he plays on the side lane, but they wanted to switch up a bit. That could also be because of Mag being a part of the group for just this game, and they obviously had to change around the positions a little bit. Mag's still playing an off laner. He's just playing in a safe lane, which is the funny part. So. Top lane though, they get a hold of Wisp here. They freeze it down. Tanika might fall here. Tether, nope, he's gonna fall. It's the Global coming out from the Universe. Plus they followed up Arethar's side. Can they take down Cheshire Cat? He does quickly heal up and should be able to run away. Nope. Universe gonna be right on it with a TP. Catches with the Sprout. One more right click. The Sprout is blocking their way of getting in. Can he get the long ball fissure at least? Nope, no mana yet. Oh, he ends up going down. It's Necrovos' goddamn aura. Eventually takes him down now. Look at this, J4 comes in with Wisp back from the grave. Trying to get a hold of Old Man Necropos here. Come on, these trees though. God, move trees. Wisp can't get by him. J4, and it's going to be Ditya who greets him. Finally from the end of the hall, and they are able to take down Necropos. But man, oh man, they committed everything there for it and a lot of sweat. My goodness.
So the Legion Commander actually died to the aura?
It looked like it. I mean, she just blew up out of thin air.
Yep, he did. Or she did, I should say. That sucks.
She.
It's a transgender hero.
Probably plays for the softball team, you know. Anyways, still looking to get her first duel. Still looking to try to get a little bit of that bonus damage in. I mean, she's like the next in command as far as real late game damage. So if Ditya can't get a strong start, they're going to count on her to get something. But bottom lane, we're seeing he's Mag. He's creeping around a bit, trying to see if anyone's in their area. Not going to catch anything. But Zion's going to head to bottom right now, add additional pressure with Universe side by side towards this bottom tier 1 tower, which is getting no defense in the meantime. Mag will finally commit to going down there. He is so damn close to his Blink Dagger. Just about 100 gold away, he'll be able to have it. We got Ditya. He's farting around up by the enemy jungle right now, but it looks like he's going to beeline it towards the top lane where they could potentially get Fear. Expect EG to have their TPs ready though.
He's also going to haste. They need to blow him up, like use everything they can.
Radiant's middle tower
go. Oh, he's already shown himself. They have
from behind. They got to go now. No rotations yet, but Ditya, this is a bit awkward for now. If he steps back, he could have gone for a Reaper Sight there maybe and locked him in place, but now he's locked into a duel. Oh, but he's stunned. Oh, there's the last hit. He can really get the winning bonus game. The big echo smack flies on through. It is going to be Klink as it's going down, plus the Wisp. Can they get the lead with Commander as well? They spot her out right now. Can they stop her? They can't. But they do end up quickly cleaning up 2, actually 3. Ogre was in there, I didn't even really notice, but that's a 3-for-1 trade on trying to make it go on Fear. Not worth it whatsoever. Very, very awkward. But
middle tower
EG come up big.
The Klink should have waited, I think, a little bit. Like he showed himself in range and then walked away, so it gave the EG time to react. But at the very least, they bought out, or they baited out a buyback from Fear. He didn't do anything with it really, and they got dual damage up on Legion, so I think that was actually not too bad for PR.
Okay, so they're still scaling by little to try to get themselves in this one. It's really hard this time to say who really has a big advantage. Both their cores still lacking a bit on the items. I know Arteezy's probably getting the most out of the game so far, having a pretty dominant performance there in the mid lane, and now he's slowly farming his way up. He's going right for what looks like the BKB, and then that will let him do more uncontested damage right in the middle of the fight. So he goes up. Oh, nice little DD rune here, sir. J4's still flirting with the idea of poking him in the backside because Ditya nearby. Arteezy probably thinks it's odd, I'd imagine as well. So he'll kind of take himself back towards the tower. But all's calm, man. We're still waiting for Mag to get in on the action. He now does have his Blink Dagger. Where my Blink Ravage is at?
Maybe top here right now.
Yeah, here it goes. Relocate right into the mix. Jumps on in. Goes for fear. Ult comes out. Can't get the kill there on Ogre very nicely, but he falls himself. Duel breaks out here. Not going to be holding him long enough for the victory, but there's your Ravage, and it gets on PPD. They will be able to take him down. They actually take Mag back and leave Cheshire Cat all by the lonesome, and he'll end up falling. Don't know if that was just accidentally bringing Mag back, or if they knew it was going to go bad real quick.
Yeah, I wonder if they could have stayed, or at least left the, yeah, like you said, left Mag, and maybe fought that, but taking a safer route, I suppose.
Well,
so did he get dual damage? He didn't get dual damage though, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, he started that duel very early. It could have been just to make sure PP doesn't leave, and that they have enough time to finish off the kill on Fear and then go towards PPD. So if that was the case, I guess mission successful. They took down both of them, but they do end up losing to themselves, including their very own offlaner. Maybe a slight advantage for, you know, Power Rangers taking down old man Fear.
Dude, Legion Commander and Necrophos are now two, like, ultimate pup heroes, because if there's ever a reason to KS, it's with these heroes now. They will always give you an excuse to KS, just so you can get the damage, or you can get the extra respawn timer. It's perfect. It's foolproof.
Sounds good to me, man. It's like going back in the day when everyone liked to play Zeus just to get kills and KS like crazy, but now your KS works to the benefit not just yourself, but your whole team, taking someone out that long. But here we go, pushing on through. Wisp has it up here. Cheshire Cat on LC is going to sidestep the Vigor, but it is going to be a successful block nonetheless. That allows, though, PR to get a nice little deny there on the tier 1 top. But look who's cutting him off with the pass. Big damage. The small relocate brings him into an Echo Slam that PPD turns back and blows up the ball with. Now they do take down Arteezy. Cheshire Cat gets slammed at home. Eat another 30 seconds, my friends. 70 seconds death timer for the Legion Commander. Top lane's eye is going to pop off a dust, but they cannot see Ditya, as he's already pulled on out.
That was a huge play by Peter. And huge damage coming out. So yeah, kind of interesting that they just walked in the Earthshaker and they just was able to do that. But yeah, they really need a blink on this LC really badly.
Under attack.
All right, well they'll move as a group back from what they brought in there. A big turnaround they're definitely making work for, but here's Ditya, he's creeping. Sees old man Fear. But he's still near some allies as he will continue to scout on through. This is when he's starting to go high mobile here. He only has his Midas for now, but he starts to really shine when he brings in the damage. I'm curious how greedy he's going to go for. Right now he's going to go for PPD here. Is PPD going to get up the fissure? He will, but the damage has already been done. So Ditya gets a quick hit and run. Hopefully, he does have the skeleton walk now and enough. There's
a regen bottom too if he wants to go there and check it out. It would really help him.
Oh my goodness, look at that thing.
He's walking, nope, he's just going to go Midas.
He's like, I'm going to go Midas, I got to use it real quick. So he gets to hear Tomato, free gold for him, and he opts to step back. So, very nice hit and run though, job to take down that PPD Earthshaker in the mid lane, gives him a little bit extra benefit, and it looks like everyone's going back to their old separation of farm. So as the game progresses, I guess, from here on out, do you think there'll be a point where PR's Ditya Ra on Clinks will be able to bring up enough damage to give EG a lot of off? Or do you think with Arteezy's early advantage and Fear bringing in a reasonable amount of farm, are they going to still be kind of, you know, the ones to kind of put the game in PR's favor?
Well, I think Clinks does a buttload of damage now, and like ever since they buffed just a little bit of the damage on the Searing Arrows, and people forget just how much damage you can do with such little items. And the X factor here is what you talked about at the beginning, is that they have perfect team fight setup with Tide. Like, so he's gonna stun, you know, multiple targets, 3 or 4, and then you give a team fight very, very easily. And I think that's the key factor, is that he has that amazing team fight setup with the Tide. So I actually favor PR's lineup as we move a little bit later. I mean, in the late stage of the game, it's kind of a wash and it all comes down to initiation, but then if it does come down to initiation, you almost always want to favor the team with Tide, because they're almost always going to have double Ravage. So I think the key thing is this Legion needs to get some kind of damn item because he's really got nothing right now.
Yeah, refresh orb, man. We've been talking about it for a while over here, and how crazy that item has become and how ridiculous it can be, especially in the hands of someone like Tide. But we're seeing it more and more often, and this hero definitely does with it true justice. He's now looking to break on tier 1 at the same time. EG, get a nice close up there. Cat caught on the wrong side, trying to desperately cut her way through, is able to make the way out there with her calling. And now they turn back. PPD, nice echo, but not going to do quite enough damage. They focus down Wisp, they take out the Wisp, and they'll get him with the Reaper's Sight. So the Wisp is out for an additional 30 seconds. It looks like with the fire back, Arteezy gets a nice double kill cleanup. Also grabs Ogre, make it a dominating streak for Universe. And EG just clean house in this bottom lane. They take out 3. They want to see if they get anyone else on the way out. Cheshire Cat, who was once caught out, did manage to make her way from the heavy pressure. But still, man, EG, solid defense on that tier 1 tower. They just make it look easy.
Radiant's bottom tower
why
is
does
under attack.
PPD just simply doesn't need to blink this game because the enemy team's just going to walk into him.
Yeah.
That's the second time they just walked into his echo. And it just blew up the Wisp. And it was an early BKB on Razor. I thought they were just going to kite it out and wait for it to go down, but they ravaged right in front of him and didn't really do too much. So a very sloppy fight there by PR. But nicely done by EG. They had the core item on the BKB, or on the Arteezy, which is what they really needed to take the fights. Did the Reaper Sight connect and get somebody?
I don't think it did. I looked at the timer, I said it, I'm like, I'm probably wrong saying this, but I already started saying it. Anyways, they are going to get a hold of J4. Very nice, girthy static link is just going to whip him down, no problem. So Ogre, see you later. That was a quick and easy snag. Another fantastic setup, though, of course, by PPD, locking him there with the fissure. This allows them to easily take down a tier 2. That's back-to-back towers right now for EG. This is going to be the biggest advancement of the game. And you can see 3K and quickly declining down towards their favor. And now they're even going to make some damage here on the high ground.
Do they know that Ravage is still down, which is a huge part of, like I mentioned, PR's team fight? Yep. I actually think they could get Drax here. They might play it safe, we'll see. This is an awkward relocate, but
yeah,
the Wisp is only going to be here for 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll stop him for a little bit, and then I guess Wisp will just have to go back and then TP back home. And it looks like that will be the case. But EG, they're like, we got plenty. We did so well. We're just going to go ahead and back up and take our winnings. The top lane, though, Wisp in trouble. Universe blinks in, pulls up the Sprout. Wisp tries to TP. Oh, no! That global, it will sneak you and literally bite you on the ass, especially when you think you're able to TP home. But Universe pulls it on in. He's getting nice redemption from that early game struggle. Here another TP as they go on bottom. It looks like it's going to be Ogre who takes that side. And now the two of them walk away with just kind of the one-for-one trade after taking down the precious little CM support. I don't know. I feel like that was such a significant fight. EG have control of this game now. And a little more opportunity, maybe sneak in and consider starting to do a Roche. I'll have to see if they consider going for a pickoff first and foremost and then follow up with the Roche. But for now, Universe already been putting to work that work. It follows up with a Blink Dagger, so his mobility gets that much better.
Yeah, Blink is really good for him too. He's going to be able to just farm, and then kind of wait until the Tide ultis and then just kind of maneuver around the team fights appropriately. Much easier way. So he'll probably come into fights late. It'll be good for him. Arteezy can just go balls to the wall with his BKB and 3,200 gold. Ags would be pretty damn good here, but I see a lot of different Razors do a lot of different things, so yeah. Finally we have the blink up onto this Legion, so maybe he's able to get more than 10 damage right now because this is not where you want to be.
No, certainly not. EG's also not making it easy for them to get caught out. A couple times their top lane, they looked to go on fear, but even when they found an opportunity for what they thought would have been an easy pickoff, quick rotation, quick trigger finger coming out from the rest of the EG team proves to be just too tough sometimes. They get the better out of the deal too, so it's going to be hard. They're counting on Ditya to try to scout things out, but EG's a team that knows they have detection out. They'll be ready to go, and we saw by how they focus in these team fights, if they see the Wisp, they'll go on the Wisp. Other teams, you know, they might kind of second-guess their own commitment issues, and someone like Wisp thinks I'm going to fight now. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. They have sentries ready to go. It is going to be the relocate save, just back a couple of feet to pull Ditya out of that bind. And it looks like Wisp, considering getting out of ability harassment, Ditya doesn't want to commit on anything, though.
Yeah.
They have their own jungle really warded up. They know that their best chance for like good relocates, good pickoffs is scouting out the EG jungle, but EG are onto it, man. They got some good sentries down to kind of scout out anyone moving through.
Yeah, they were expecting a little bit more follow-up right there, so nice relocate out, but I think he was going to be fine. They should have spotted Arteezy walking the jungle right here. I think PR needs to reclaim their jungle. I think that's the biggest issue. Reclaim the jungle, try to push down this tier 1 tower bottom. Because actually their net worth is not too bad. Like, Clinks is pretty damn farmed. I didn't realize that. If he gets BKB, he's gonna be golden. I think that's what he wants. I think that's what he should get.
Dude, I told you, this kid's greedy as all hell. He's going for Desolator.
Oh, Deso is good now. It definitely does the damage, so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Thanks to that recent patch, thank you very much. I probably worked with Searing Arrows, but he's like, I just want to go fast. You know, he's like, I don't want to have to worry about BKB yet. I'll pick it up later. Right now, I just want to hit freaking hard. And I'm relying on the fact that EG won't really know where I am, and with my proper positioning, I'll get off some serious damage, or maybe an occasional pickoff. But it's EG who are pressuring the bottom lane. I mean, Arteezy farmed up as well on his Razor. He's looking to add pressure. He's got the reliable plate mail ready to go. He's going to build forward towards that Shivas. That is going to put a bit of a hindrance towards his damage output. So Desolator and Shivas, I guess they'll kind of cancel each other out as far as Arteezy is concerned.
Yeah, and if this does go like pretty late and both teams just start to farm, I actually favor PR just because of that item decision by Clinks by holding on the BKB. Because after the change, I think it's better to get BKB later. Like, Arteezy's is going to go up to 5 seconds relatively soon. Yeah. Whereas if the Clinks picks it up a little bit later, he's going to have a full duration and team fights that matter more in the later stages of the game. So, but a full Shiva's, wow, Arteezy is just really farmed.
Certainly is. Still a lot of PR here hanging by the top lane, just slowly scouting out. They got Cheshire Cat lingering in the woods nearby with the blink tool ready to go. Dig is in lane, kind of baiting a little bit here. EG Fear moving forward. Might get caught out. There's your blink tool. Can they do the right click? They can. There's the power of the Desolator going to work right there, but they're going to look and make him pay. Cheshire Cat will fall, but Dig could as well. That's what I'm talking about. They think they have an easy pickoff, but EG with those quick trigger fingers, they'll move right in and they'll make you pay. And now the exchange is worse for PR, far worse.
Yeah, that's where body language needs to be studied there by PR. Because if you saw when they were trying to go necro for like 25 seconds, you can see him like walking forward, walking back, walking forward, walking back. It's like, and they're right at a tower. It's just inviting the other team to come. So whereas here died, EG was clearly ready for that.
Yep. Universe might be in trouble. Relocate brings Wispin, and he just kind of drops some balls on Universe right there, and Universe will go down. So a nice little pick off on the side, but you know, puts Universe back in his place. Arteezy quickly whips the other, and they do get the Ravage off. They turn their sights on Zai, and they take down the Crystal Maiden. Now they know they can't do anything to Arteezy. Arteezy can't really do a whole lot to them. He just steps back instead, going to walk right into an Invis, nice little bottle for himself, and head back to mid lane. So at the end of that one, it's another 1-for-1 trade, but it's just support for support.
Yeah, nice restraint by Arteezy too, not using BKB. A lot of players would have just kind of panicked and, oh, they're using spells, BKB, but he clearly didn't need it. They were just completely disengaging, and he holds on to that 9 seconds. I mean, it sounds kind of trivial, but every second matters, especially as we get into the late game. If they suspect that this game's gonna go mega late too, like early BKB pickups like that can actually really hurt you. So hold on to this.
You gotta be prudy with the BKB early on, so you have that nice time clock.
Like
you gotta be a prude, you know. So you can't just dish it out there at any time and spaz it after a Ravage has already been used. You have to make sure you nurse that bad boy. Be able to use it in the long road once more, like sheep sticks and double ultimates, double Ravages start coming out. That BKB time really does matter. So 100% behind that. Fear now going to take a bit of the jungle farm. Just going straight for nags at this point after getting the Ghost Scepter. So not only will they be out for an extra 30 seconds, they won't be able to buy back. And that could be huge on heroes like your Clinks, who might just kind of throw themselves into a side lane and go till death just so that he can buy back into a real defensive fight. So it's going to be tricky here, but looks like for EG next up on the docket. They're already working on Roche here. He's down to a 3rd life. This looks like it'll be an uncontested round.
Yeah, I think they saw too because the ward was showing them, and with their relocate top that just says we don't want to fight there because Ravage is down. So if they think it's tier 2 top, it's not a bad trade. And like you mentioned, I keep wanting to say Dirty Raw.
Amura, you know what I'm saying? But
Amura, yeah. That's a Han hero, man.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
I know. I used to play Han.
Oh, okay.
That hero was broke as shit, though. I'll tell you what. Especially when he first came out. Man, oh man,
yeah,
it was ridiculous.
I mean, that's the story of like every hero in every game, though, right? Like, you remember Legion when he first came out, or she? I keep calling her a she.
It's okay, dude. You just must know something we don't. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those eyes are not the eyes of a friendly woman. I know that. So something's going on. Something is going on down there. A lot of testosterone. Anyways, she's moving up to the top lane. Yeah, serious goth stage happening right now. But Ditya might be scouted out here. They don't have follow-up vision, and she's already walked out the sentry ward and stepped right back into lane. But bottom, Mag just kind of, hey, here, how you doing?
Oh, they have relocate up in 4 seconds. They have relocate up in 4 seconds to want to kill him.
So he's going to hunt him down here. He gets one anchor smash off. He's going to follow him. He's got the Ravage, and there's that relocate. So Fear might be in trouble here. Can they dish out quick damage? They're actually going to bring in Legion Commander. That sets up a duel. Can they bring down Fear in time? Oh, looked like it was pretty close, but they do get it. So another bit of bonus damage right there. Fear kind of out in his zone doing a bit of a side push. Not very often you're going to see EG do something like that. But yeah, he does buy out, so saves a lot of money, and his axe is complete.
He did go for Ghost Scepter, which is really good against Clinks. You almost wonder if someone needs to get a Purge or Clinks himself, but I don't actually know how. Maybe you know. I should know this, but Purge working with Deso, like how does it override? Does it, do you know?
They do commanders or just
no? If Clinks got
on
a
top
Purge
of each other.
Yeah. So like, would it take away the armor reduction that you use with mana burn, or would it? I don't know how it works.
Dude, I mean, I'm thinking mana is still legit. But yeah, you're the player, dude. Don't put this on me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. The chat will tell us, don't be friendly. They're like, oh, kind casters, you silly bananas. Didn't you forget that it's this? No, they're going to call us retards, Trout, and think we're noobs and scrubs. Casters. Yeah, but it's okay. You guys
I'll
can
give you a pass this time, but in the future, please do your research.
I still love you anyways, you silly fool, for not knowing that, and you just are supposed to cast Dota all day. Oh well. But I'm sure we'll find out the information, which is what's important, because this is a new thing for Clinks, you know, being able to even use these kind of items. And to be honest with you, I've never seen a Desolator and Diffusal stacked on top of each other, but that Purge could certainly help a little bit. I have a feeling, though, he'll probably just go for crit if he doesn't need to get an MKB. We'll have to see how much longer he wants to wait before getting any sort of BKB, but I don't know, man. Kid's crazy. Top lane, he's already split pushing. He's just always looking for other objectives while EG thinks they have a nice formidable push or siege happening. He's there, he's causing mischief on the side, you know?
Yeah, Blink would be really good for him too, the old rebuild. I don't even know if he was the first one to do it, but would be effective here. They have Aegis now for, do you see how much longer? Oh, conveniently
well, you know
enough.
what, let me just kind of tell Ice Frog to pop that up there for you. There it is,
okay,
just under 2 minutes. No problem, I have that connection, by the way. So. I don't know if he'll like that, but...
Radiant structures are fortified.
Don't talk to the guy in my life. Anyways, breaking the high ground, they're going to add a little bit of extra damage here. The glyph's already done, so is this tier 3, but the mischief is happening right now. Trout, look what's happening top. Yeah, your racks are under siege right now from a certain Ditya Rod. We are going to have to force a couple of TPs back. It looks like from the side of EG, they get their tier 3, but they might lose racks, and they quickly burst down the wisp, and they do lose one racks. Ditya now might be able to sneak out of here alive after this round just conclude. He will, so... That's it for attack. Bottom lane continues. It's Arteezy now going on an onslaught into Mag, who's trying to slow them down from TPing in. But Arteezy still has a TP. Zai doesn't have room for one regardless, but now they can finish what they started on bottom lane. Universe comes in, pulls out the Treon, so now from Mag coming up through Zai. Big ultimate! Huge damage coming out from Zai. My goodness, the boy can make it rain. Brings down some serious pain, clears on out. Mag is back, but it's going to be a dieback if he goes down. Ditya as well, he's glided into the fray already, and if he gets caught out, he's done for a long time, and they lose both of their racks. So EG, no, it's cute. Cute little side push you got there. You got our racks, that's Steam. We'll re-engage and we'll take both of them down. EG, man. They look good.
That CM ult. That CM ult did so much. He got like the perfect proc on that. That was insane.
I mean, what's going to stop him? I guess he saw that the Fire Blast might have been down or not available, and outside of a Ravage being on cooldown, he's like, it's my time, baby. Jumped in, just kind of put on a show for all of us. Really took it home. EG now taking this all the way back. It looked like PR were creeping back into the net worth lead for just a moment, but EG, a team well-versed, well-experienced. They're taking it right to PR now. And they're putting their attention on this tier 2 mid.
And the interesting thing about it is, like you mentioned perfectly, like he knew that there were no stuns, so you have to either focus him or ignore him. But the damage is so great, you want to focus him, but he's very tanky, so the time it would take you to actually kill him would be longer than the duration of the ult itself. So you actually, it doesn't do anything to target him. So if he gets a lucky proc on his ulti there, it's really devastating. So nicely played there by Zai.
Very, very nice. By the way, I did get the report. they do not stack. Only the first one applies as far as Diffusal and Desolator is concerned. Of course, that person could be wrong. I'm just reading off
so
the
that
first
just
thing that
means-
kind of popped out.
That just means that he gets the deso, right? Like he'll get the negative.
Chat?
Because
Let me know.
if so, that's fine. I don't think the mana burn
Yeah.
is why you would buy the item in this instance.
Just for the
It's
purge.
just for the purge, right?
Yeah. Of course, you get the extra bonus and stats. But yeah, I think the first item, so the Desolator would go through in that case and wouldn't be hurtful too much, but he is indeed going to go for the crit. MKB not necessary in this kind of setup, so he's going to go for more raw right-click output. The boys' greed, it's paid off before. This time, though, against a squad like EG, they love to go into a brawl. I mean, they'll throw off their gloves in exchange and kind of swing for the fences here. Did Drax use his ultimate top lane?
There's a misclick.
Whoops. Was I saw that
See,
one.
you gotta own your misclicks. Like, he didn't even hold it.
Yeah,
it's like,
just
when
let
you
it
see
free.
Yeah. When
He
you
tried
see
to
the
think
black,
that I wouldn't see it.
like the
I saw
PGG
it.
black holes where you fuck up.
Yeah.
You just need to just keep doing it. Like,
Just do it. Take your hands off the keyboard, throw them in the air.
Yep.
God, why? Now we got to wait another 100 some odd seconds, 2 minutes or whatever, until I get that ultimate again. But obviously, in the middle of a creep wave, maybe he didn't want to show PR that he already used it. But I don't think PR are looking to fight that soon. They're still looking to farm him up much further. Didya just scavenging through his own jungle as far as what scraps are left behind. Wisp has got a gem and a Ghost Scepter for now, but still is the easy focal point from the EG team on being able to burst him down. Without a whole lot of lockdown coming out from PR, at least not feeling comfortable with making lockdown in the middle of a big fight, aside from Ravage. Oh man, EG just have so much durability. I think they're going to be able to persist on through this one. And it looks like Fear has a Blink Dagger of his own on his Necrophos.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. That's what I talked about at the beginning. Like gags. And he went for it. I think it's really, really good. So saving for a buyback is kind of, I wouldn't say futile, but not very effective anymore. Because it doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, that was really close.
Relocate in, and it puts him right into a duel. The Arteezy trying to pop that BKB. They return fire very nicely with that Reaper Sight. Echo Slam follow-up. They got 2 down. Both those cores. Wiz goes into a corner and says, please God. And, well, he dies as well. So that quickly is 3 dropped on the side of PR, and EG could just derp their way down this top lane and go for an easy tier 2, possibly break into the high ground here because Didya is out for over a minute with no buyback.
He's out cold. He is out cold. That duel did absolutely nothing. He purged himself for 2 seconds,
Radiant's
and then he
top
couldn't
tower
even
is
attack
under
because the
attack.
Shivas was just so good. Not
Great
good.
setup right there.
Have you seen Rocky 4?
Of course I've seen Rocky
What's
4.
the
Radiant's
black
top
guy's
tower
name?
has fallen.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah, he is Apollo Creed.
Dude, Apollo Creed wasn't in Rocky 4. He was very, very
Oh,
died,
spoiler
that's right.
alert. Sorry.
Oh, sorry everyone. If you haven't
It's the
seen Rocky
beginning of the
4, it's only
fucking
been out for like, what,
Radiant's
70
structures
years,
are
it feels like?
fortified.
Anyways, looking to break the high ground. EG, press on in. They got the Eye of the Storm out and at the ready. And now that the glyph falls, the tower takes damage. That's how it works in Dota, boys and girls. Now, they're going to go ahead, bring it down to about 3rd life. Very timid play. PR knows this could be their last defense, and they don't even have their
Radiant's top
blinks
tower
at the
is
ready.
under attack.
EG's know this as well. They have great positioning. PPD with his Blink Dagger at the
Radiant's
go
top
on the
tower
outside,
has
ready to
fallen.
slow any roll with the fissure. And it looks like EG are going to play it a little bit safe here. They know Didya is about to be back. They take their tier 3. They walk back. And I imagine they could wait it out for Roach, which is about to be popping up here momentarily.
Now, EG's just outplaying PR this game. I actually really like PR's draft. I think it's a really nice draft. I think the Clinks pick was good. I think he's outplayed in mid as far as early CS goes. Whatever Arteezy did, just being able to CS just a little bit better. Like, I think he specifically bought boots to get away from the static link, and with the extra damage from searing arrows, he could have done a little bit better, but I think it all phases the game pretty much, except for the early rotations from Universe. He was 0-3 and 0. Oh.
Uh-oh, immediate jump in, force blink. Universe gets taken down immediately from the hands of Mag. Now they open up a nice duel here on side, already atop the BKB. So she is still in the mix, but they're able to quickly take down Didya again, Ogre again. And now on the walk back to Sharkat. No, that TP's not going to work. They just quickly slam it home. Man, oh man, Arteezy just cleans house. That was just fast and furious, and Wiz comes back to his inevitable doom. Just the whip holds him in place. It's
Radiant's
disgusting.
top barracks are under attack.
He's
Arteezy
Mag all by alone to
has
defend, and he
fallen.
already lost Rax top lane. Boy, oh boy. That's it. Wrap it up.
Well, they killed Universe the second time.
Radiant's
Mag
middle
had a
tower is
fantastic
under
score,
attack.
though. Look at that. 5-1 and 5. He's a stand-in, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
That
good.
was the standard for today. He repped it here. Corey's Tidehunter brought in a very nice TP. Oh, great. Anyways, that was just our game number 1. This is a 2-game series, of course. This first game was on the US East servers, so you can always say, oh, PR, they had a little bit of extra ping. But regardless, even though throwing down a pretty nice draft, it's very clear that EG just pulled out proper execution. They had such quick reaction. You know, they were right there with it with the TPs. On any sort of engagement, PR thought they could get a nice quick pick off. They made them pay so hard. They took 2 for the 1 or 3 for the 1 at times. And EG, man, they look damn good. So with that said, we'll kind of quickly hop into game number 2 here. We're going to be on the Luxembourg server now. And if you liked what you heard, you can catch me over on my Twitter at ColoGuy. Joining me, the handsome, illustrious Trouf. Catch him on his Twitter at TroufDota. That's correct, right?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, no problem, man. So go show him your love, show him your support. We'll be right back in a moment for game number 2 here. This is Dota Pit, and we are in the group stages. Be back in just a moment.